Scorpio, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning February the 8th. Alrighty, hey, before I kick off with your weekly reading, I did want to touch base with all of the zodiacs just to make sure that everyone is mindful and aware that unfortunately there seems to be this increasing occurrence of pages, being duplicated. And page followers being targeted, for credit card details under the guise of competitions and things that might look like they're coming from a page. So I just wanted to talk about that, and nothing would sadden me more than if any followers were being taken advantage of in that regard. So I just wanted to communicate clearly that I am not currently running any promotions, despite any potential messages you might receive on Facebook or otherwise. I'm currently not seeking registrations or credit card details for a competition. Unfortunately, it is easy enough to create a Facebook profile to look like a Facebook page. We can simply screenshot photos and use them, but the difference between a Facebook profile and a Facebook page is a page cannot add you as a friend, okay? That's why they have page likes. So if someone's added you a friend that looks like Indigo Ascension and it sort of looks, it's not me, and subsequently any messages received from something that looks like that as well is not me either. Just wanted to let everyone know that my only trading means when it comes to purchases for my products and services will only ever happen through my website, indigo-ascension.com, when clients at their own discretion choose to process their own order. Okay, so again, unfortunately, websites can be easily created to be made to look like a duplicate of another website. So always check out the address bar to make sure it says indigo-ascension.com. Certainly a page could present with pictures and headline titles that look like it represents a business, but it is in the address bar that you will see the address bar of that website. Okay, so it might look like sites.google.com or something different. Okay, indigo-ascension.com is my website, and it is through that shop link, through that website, that you process your own orders at your discretion. I definitely don't encourage and seek people. I don't reach out and communicate and let you know that there are certain offers. I just communicate that on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, or on the quick reads when I do launch products. Okay, so it's not my style to sort of go out and actively seek sales. So I just wanted everyone to be mindful, because it would sadden me to learn if anyone has been taken advantage of. It is happening quite a lot in the light work community, and you might notice that with other readers as well. So I just wanted to make mention, Scorp, okay? Alrighty, so this reading is going to focus on all of these Aquarian placements which are happening in your 4th house, my lovely Scorp. It's about home and hearth. The 4th house rules going back to childhood, identifying who and what feels like home to us. Certainly when I'm activating 4th house energies, I'm definitely experiencing changes within the home front. I'm desiring to buy a new home. I am wanting to make changes. I'm redefining what makes me feel at home in my career, in my daily routines. I'm focused on my childhood in one way or another, whether that be through a parent, through a connection, through just healing stuff, connecting into old childhood dreams, whatever the case may be, watching my child grow up, reminding me of myself. It could be anything, all right? But there is a massive placement on 4th house energies, my lovely Scorpio, thanks to all this Aquarian energy. It kicked off last December for you. Now in February, we have a stellium of Aquarian placements. What that means is there are up to 6 planets all in Aquarius this month, okay? So the 4th house is where that's at for you, 4th house themes. And this tells a bigger story. So that's why I wanted to pull 3 tarot cards, okay, about what you were experiencing last December when this energy activated in Aquarius. Where you're currently at now, thanks to this new moon in Aquarius, we're going to be experiencing this week, and Venus moving into Aquarius as well. More importantly, the longer term future into 2023. What Saturn in Aquarius wants for you the most, okay? As far as Saturn is about building new structures, rules, boundaries, a new routine, the rules of this thing, the rules you grew up with when it comes to fourth house energies compared to the rules you provide for your children. Take it however it resonates, how different boundaries and structures were back then compared to how you do things now based on the development of who you are. It could be literally anything. So I wanted to take a look at those energies. Now, first and foremost, Scorpio, you know, Aquarius is really wanting us to push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. So whatever the same old means for you, you know in yourself, or you have developed your own patterning where you've like, okay, it'll be right for another day, or I know I want to make a change, or I want that thing to change but I haven't done anything towards it. You will all know in yourselves where you're sort of making small changes, big changes, or none at all. When we're not making any changes, when Aquarius is asking us to go with this new flow, this new frequency, we're going to notice resistance, okay? So what does it mean to invite yourself into this flow? Last December, you were probably holding on to this thing, not moving, just not ready to make some massive changes, even though Aquarius has just entered the picture in my fourth house, making me look at fourth house themes, childhood, home and hearth, all that sort of stuff. I wanted to hold on to this thing, be it a connection, be it a belief, be it a current reality. Maybe I was just focused on my money, because you have also subsequently been activating a lot of 10th house stuff as well. All right. But interestingly enough, let's go back to December. This is about control tendencies. What was I not willing to let go? What was I not willing to share? What was I not willing to open up about? What was I not willing to change is what I do want to say, Scorp. It could also, in a very high vibrational way, I'm not letting go of this good thing that we've got. I have, okay? So take it however it resonates. Where you're at now, there's been some definitions around gestating something that you truly nurture. Very different energy, you know, interesting. It's not the Four of Coins is not a bad card. It actually is a beginning, like a promising beginning. It's a savings, it's a piggy bank too, you know, it's building into something. And it's interesting because the Empress traditionally in older tarot decks, in traditional tarot decks, represents a pregnant woman. Maybe there's a dream, a goal, a concept, a plan that you had for, like maybe there are house dreams, buying a house, renovating a house, something to do with last December into now. You're starting to see something gestate and grow. You're starting to see a finish line, perhaps, is what I do want to say, an achievable goal, achievable reality. Maybe it looked small back in December, all right? So take it however it resonates. Where you're at now, Scorpio, you're embracing all things nurture. And interesting enough, too, the dynamics of this card compared to this card, this is like using my own energy, accessing only what I have, okay? Not really necessarily tapping into the infinite sources of the universe is what I'd like to say as like from a quantum perspective. Whereas this, she's a manifester, you know? Like think of the alchemy of conception and birth and growing. Like there's amazing miracles that happen, you know, that you can't even see, and it's all the size of a grain of rice and all this. Like look at the symbolism, the archetype behind pregnancy and motherhood and bridging spirit and like bridging the spirit world with the earth world as far as gestating a dream of yours, something, a concept, an idea that you had, but you're starting to make manifest. You're more strongly connected into this dream, Scorpio, is what I do want to say. You can feel it growing within you, this desire, this new version of self, this new life, this, you literally could be pregnant, you know? So take it however it resonates, this new vision for yourself, your family, your life, your path ahead. In the realms of fourth house themes, and fourth house is not just home and hearth, it's wherever I feel at home in myself, okay? And that could definitely point to career. Where you're moving is into a time outside of old beliefs to do with lack, okay? This Aquarian energy, when it kicked off for you, was teaching you a bigger story, perhaps about the last 5 years, or how the last 5 years has shaped you in some way. When it comes to this energy of lack, all right, I want to apply this to love, home, how I learned this in my original home, in my childhood, how this has been happening in my connections that are meant to feel like home, family, friendships, relationships, love relationships, marriages. Where did I experience lack and was fundamentally changed by it? Where did I experience abandonment and felt completely changed by it, that fundamentally changed and shaped the way I connected to all else? because there's a new way to open my heart to love underneath the deck, my lovely Scorpio. There's a new way to open up to how love is presented to me. That's what you're gestating here. That you are the Empress. Make no mistake, male or female, you are embodying this, like the Empress is all of the queens combined. You are feeling at home in yourself. You are activating fourth house energies amplified. So if you're not feeling at home in yourself, it's going to be because of perhaps fears and beliefs around control, or what cannot be let go of, what I'm not willing to open up and share the load with someone. It could be because of lack energy. It could be because of abandonment. But look what happens, Scorp, when I add the 4 and the 5. What does that add up to? 9. 9 months. Now I feel like crying. What happened 9 months ago, when you were 9 years ago? The purpose of the last 9 weeks, okay? We're activating the 9th week now, aren't we? Goodness gracious. We are. Since the conjunction, since December 21, okay? That's what it's been for. It's about, and 9 is the number of closure. We're ending a cycle, okay, of patterning, so just be mindful of what you're growing, what's gestating within you as far as this whole new version of yourself. As all of this Aquarian placement is in your 4th house, it's taking you right back to your childhood as far as patterning, as far as communication style, as far as opening up and sharing your heart, communications that want to happen that don't happen, balancing the scales of equal reciprocity and genuinely healing from that, okay? Especially in the realms of love, opening my heart again after a time of heartbreak and processing heartbreak. I could go on forever, you guys. I know, you know that I love your energy. Look where you're at though. Can we just say it again? That's where you're at. Outside of a time of fear. So if you're dealing with the shadow stuff, like when we're activating massive house energy, Scorp, okay, it also means we have to clean house in order to experience the beauty of that home. Okay, we know what it's like to live and how we feel when we feel a bit cluttered in our energy and in our home. And when we do a massive clean of what, you know, when we're donating, giving away stuff, we're washing walls and really getting into the tiles and you know, it feels different. So if there's that sort of soul work that's been happening for you guys, whether it's been since last May, June, April, May, June, July is significant. Look at this ascension energy, 4, 5, and 6. And it is all about how you open up to love, okay? And it's not just in intimate relationships, it's just trusting friends, families, how you were shaped perhaps since childhood, a significant home relationship, you know, a home that was formed in marriage, okay? It impacted communication and how communication gets a bit suppressed sometimes. There's been a purpose to your journey, my love. There was a purpose behind all relationships, behind every relationship, you know. It's not until we sort of strip ourselves of the rawness of the experience that we can sort of look at the deeper wisdoms. And it's almost annoying for someone like me to say, you know, as an outsider, to hear an outsider say, there was a purpose to that thing that really ripped your heart open. Now I feel like crying again. But there has been a purpose, Scorpio. Whatever fears you have about where this future is going, just be mindful of what you are gestating. Is that, like, you are high vibing, and there's a very, very amazing opportunity for you to really immerse in home and earth, connect into connections that feel like home to you. That is the best place for you. Be willing and brave and without fear, okay, to heal anything that needs to be healed and balanced within self. Thus, you will then get clarity about how it's reflected in you, because that is the purpose of all connections. Every single relationship forms a mirror to self about what's going on inside of us as far as our deeper beliefs, okay? Oh, I'll leave that with you, my lovely Scorpios. That was your quick read for the week ahead. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by heading above to the Indigo Ascension shop link. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, please do like, share, subscribe. Let your other empath, intuitive, and sensitive friends know where to find the channel. And you'll find those same booking details in the description box below. Have an amazing week, Scorpio. Until next time, take care.